Hey guys, it's Drac, and today's unboxing and review is exciting. It's exciting because I am very interested in the artist who made it. I've been following the work of Professor, he's a doctor of prop making, C-A-T Partis, so that's Cat Partis, at least I read it that way. That could be right or wrong. He has an Etsy store, which I'll link in the description box below, but he's made a bunch of very cool one-off props, in particular from the video game and Destiny universe, and he sent this over, which is... well, it's going to speak for itself, but I've heard some rattling in the box, so I honestly just have no idea what to Alright, it's Christmas. I've decided, like, we're just getting in here. So I have no idea what to expect from this package. It's obviously very large. I think that there might be some extras in it, and I'm trying to contain my excitement, but whenever you get in work that's from an artist whose quality is in general superior to that what you can do, and I mean that on multiple fronts. The Professor makes multiple props, whereas I usually do one-offs, and he does just really fine work. He is very well acclaimed in the Etsy prop making department. So this looks to be a strange coin with some kind of glow in the dark on there. So the Draculina is not Zur. Don't hold on to that too long. You know what happens if you hold on to strange coins for too long? They turn into familiar coins, and then they're no good with Zur. You can't get used to them. Anyhow, so he makes a bunch of props, and this should be his Sword of Crota prop. So I don't usually sword bear when we do the raid, but I might have to make an exception if this is, oh my gosh, and it's Larp safe, so it's a full-on boffer. It's huge. We'll get to that in just one second. I want to see what else is in. Oh, there's so many strange coins. We might have enough for an exotic by the time it's all said and done. Alright, so you have one of them, and I have two. So we have three strange coins that I believe glow in the dark, but that isn't the focus of this video. This video is about the Sword of Crota, which is just super duper cool. I have a full-sized dark elf Larp blade that I use for most of our Nerf wars around here whenever we do melee rounds, or sometimes just for pistol rounds to be goofy. And the reason we're not just going to town with this using our medieval pawl knife is we want to be very careful, because these are not delicate props. They are designed to be both functional for, oh wow, for conventions and safe, but in addition to meeting all convention safety standards, it's a perfectly capable LARP weapon, which to me translates directly to Nerf war fun thing. It's very scientific, and so I have to test it. The Draculina is hanging out with one of my personal vantage swords, and I want to say Chicken's Marauder, because he left it at the last SENC. And so we will be able to do battle with this, but it's just not going to be fair. This is quite the prop. Come on. So you can see he's done full foam and latex work. Here's, of course, his contact information and card and all that good stuff. He has a Etsy store, as I mentioned, a full website, an email, and a Facebook page. But I will link all of that good stuff. So a little bit of flop to it. And it's heavy. It's got some it's a two-handed sword. Like, just like the game, like we've got to go full up and look. You have to take a knee before I can just demolish you with it. Huge weapon, very impactful. If this is what you're going for with your costume, just wow. As far as its LARP practicality, it's heavy. It's heavy for me. As a very tall person, I like to swing wide, and I can't stop it easily, not with one hand. Maybe with two, I can, yeah, it's got a little bit of flop. The core is solid. Whatever's in here that he's used is reasonable. I want to say it's a similar core to the Marauder, but if we look at the Marauder, in comparison to this thing, it just dwarfs it by a full 9 to 10 inches, in addition to just like the meat of the blade is huge. This is something that you need to be a Hive god to wield. So we'll do a few back and forth. So we can go ahead and toss the Vantage sword out instantly, because this would obliterate a Vantage sword. So let's do one swing into there, and I've got a lot of flop, but if I came in And just, oh, I could just mow through the Marauder with this thing. This is too much fun. Yeah. Gotcha. So, intentionally missed the face. For those of you watching at home, we would never intentionally harm the Draculina, but this is huge, impressive. The dry brushing work is great. The color that he's got in this latex is excellent. This is one giant piece of like moon rock hive metal in the game, so making the fantastic corporal like this is just a very impressive piece of work. Huge hats off to the professor himself for this fine prop. Thank you so much for sending it down. If you want to see this in person, you could definitely swing by the SENC, because I'm going to be attempting to wield it for, I imagine, time to come. It's very, very cool. It'll also probably come around the convention circuit with me. I just booked Con Nuga, so we'll bring it to that prop demo, but just a really cool blade. As far as the nerfing practicality of it, it's practical for like maybe a full LARP scenario where you get bonuses for the weight and heft of the weapon. If this was like a red weapon, then definitely worth doing. As far as our nerf rules, I'd rather have the Marauder. I can't move this thing fast. I would tire out using it. It is very heavy, which is cool. It's really cool. It's just not necessarily war practical, and it looks great. So hats off to the professor who wears a hat frequently, and thank you for watching. That's a full-size prop replica functional sword of Crota. Everything but the blade, guys. Thanks.